Chapter 398 Escape. Although Kang Tia was anxious at the moment, he didn't panic because, in his opinion, with the powerful cultivation on the side of his eldest brother, even if the War Elder wanted to kill him, he would still be able to escape. After all, on the Flood continent, eldest brother was already considered a top-notch existence, so even if he couldn't defeat him, he would still be able to escape. Emperor Dan also affirmed at this, "Your eldest senior brother is very strong. As the Heavens Path Sects and Sun Kings, each one of them has emerged from a hellish ordeal. It's impossible for them to die so easily." Kang Tia nodded his head when he heard this. Dan Huang was right. Geniuses were most likely to fall when they were weak. And eldest senior brother had already grown from a genius to a true powerhouse. There weren't many people in the entire Flood continent who could kill eldest senior brother. They could almost be counted on one hand. Moreover, these people were all top existences sitting on one side, and could not easily make a move. And there was also the existence of the Heavenly Tao sect behind eldest brother. So even more so, no one dared to make a move against eldest brother. Kang Tia guessed at this point that eldest senior brother had been forced away by a few powerful enemies, or he had been injured and had returned 2000 Blade Valley to recuperate. It's a pity that we didn't leave behind eldest senior brother's communication jade slip, Little Gold said with a depressed expression. Kang Tia also sighed. At first, they came to the dawn-breaking immortal mansion in such a great hurry that they didn't even have the time to seek for eldest senior brother's communication jade slip. Of course, this was also because eldest senior brother had come back too suddenly. Kang Tia had not even thought that eldest senior brother had come back in such a timely manner before, so he had not thought to seek for the communication jade slip. "Nope, we haven't come out yet. It's impossible for eldest senior brother to leave. For no reason. If he was forced to leave by a powerful enemy, then ... double quote suddenly. Van Din let out a cry of alarm. He didn't finish his latter words, but Kang Tia, who had a gloomy face, had already guessed it, and he said in a cold voice, "There must be someone standing guard. Not good. Brother refined the inner mansion's stone tablets. So won't the formation outside disappear?" Little Gold was instantly anxious. "Don't be anxious. Our strength is clear to everyone, even if they want to deal with us. They won't send out powerhouses that are beyond the level of a conjunction stage Seal King. With the treasures in the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion, we may not be unable to escape." Kang Tia said calmly. Just as his words fell, a loud voice abruptly came from outside. "Kang Tia, your eldest senior brother has already triggered the immortal incursion and died with the enemy. I am Elder Skywalker. This time, the Devil Tao has sent 3 combined stage Seal King powerhouses to seize the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion, so you quickly and expeditiously open the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion's prohibitions, so that we can go in and help you defend the Immortal Mansion." As Elder Chiagong spoke, 3 powerful auras also violently erupted, pressing towards the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion. These 3 auras were filled with demonic aura, and at a glance, it was clear that they were strong members of the Devil Tao. However, at this moment, within the Immortal Mansion, all 4 of Kang Tia's people were in a daze. "Eldest senior brother is dead. Eldest senior brother died with the enemy." Kang Tia and Zijin murmured somewhat numbly, their dull faces full of unbelief. How could that powerful and invincible eldest senior brother die? This is impossible. A roar from the heavens resounded throughout the Immortal Mansion. How could eldest senior brother die? Impossible, impossible. The entire Immortal Mansion trembled as Kang Tia's anger seemed to burn to the 9 heavens. Each of his roars was like heavenly thunder exploding in the air, shaking the heavens and shaking the earth. Within the inner mansion, Little Gold, Brahma Heart, and Zhao Linga were also shaken by this sudden news, and all 3 of their faces were filled with shock, anger, and deep disbelief. They were all stunned by this news, that such a powerful eldest senior brother would have a day to fall. It was as if the sun had come out of the west. It was unbelievable. Who on earth killed eldest brother? Could it be Elder Cultivator? Little Gold's face was full of grimace, and in his golden eyes, a ferocious light flashed. He had great admiration and respect for his eldest senior brother. And when he suddenly heard such news, his heart was naturally incomparably angry. And as far as everyone knew, there were only a handful of people who were able to kill elder brother. On this orthodox demon battlefield, of which Elder Cultivator was the most suspected, not only did Zijin think this way, Kang Qiao also suspected the same thing. His eyes were incomparably cold. His gloomy face was covered with killing intent as he chilled. No matter who it is, I'm going to kill him. Kang Qiao's heart was filled with murderous aura. Flames of anger, burning up on his body surface, that boiling true essence, like hot magma, causing the surrounding void to tremble. Reminiscing back then, the first time he came to Dark Gold Peak, eldest senior brother had gifted him that blood knife that he carried with him, and had set up 4 layers of seals with the best of intentions. This first silent exchange made Kang Qiao's heart warm with the feeling of returning home. After that, during his years in the Heavenly Tao sect, all 3 senior brothers took much care of him, making him trust the Dark Gold Peak law or enforcement lineage and extended family even more. Then to the fact that the eldest senior brother had brought them to bravely enter the dawn-breaking immortal mansion, not hesitating to offend countless powerhouses from both the righteous and the demonic paths. This kind of brotherhood of masters and brothers, Kang Qiao's heart was touched by a piece of his heart. And now, abruptly hearing that the eldest senior brother had fallen, the anger in Kang Qiao's heart could be imagined. From the day after the heavy Iron City Wong clan broke down, this was the first time Kang Qiao had been so angry, almost unable to restrain the surging killing intent in his heart. Boom, boom, boom. The Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion had already been refined by Kang Qiao long ago, and as the anger in his heart rose, this immortal mansion also began to tremble. Fan Din looked at Kang Qiao, who was filled with rage, and was very worried in his heart. Comforting him, Kang Qiao, without seeing the body of eldest senior brother, don't arbitrarily assume that eldest senior brother has fallen. The one who spoke just now is the Heavenly Tao sect's heavenly worker elder, whose status is second only to my master's father, the law enforcement elder. It's impossible for him to lie to me, Kang Qiao said in a deep voice. If he didn't know the identity of Elder Jiagong, he naturally wouldn't be so close to him. Van Din did not say much at that, but only faintly said, "Seeing is believing, hearing is not." Kang Qiao's eyes flickered into silence. "Brother, now is not the time to think about this, regardless of whether eldest senior brother has fallen or not. We'd better hurry up and settle the trouble in front of us." Little Gold's anxious voice came out. It turned out that when Elder Jiagong's words came, the 3 combined Stage Seal King powerhouses of the Devil's Way had already launched an attack on the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion, only to be blocked by the 3 combined Stage Seal King powerhouses of the Righteous Way at the critical moment. But the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion was sandwiched in the middle of the attacks of the 6 conjunction Stage Seal King level powerhouses, just like a flat boat in a storm, as if it would be overturned at any moment. Not bad. It's better to listen to Little Gold and break through this level first, Van Din said with a face full of gravity. The 6 conjunction Stage Seal King powerhouses were difficult to separate the winners from the losers in a short period of time, while the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion, which was framed within it, was heavily traumatized. And even if it was an Imperial treasure artifact, it would be difficult to withstand the 6 conjunction Stage Seal Kings striking out at this moment. Moreover, these 6 conjunction Stage Seal King powerhouses were extraordinary. Each had a king-grade treasure artifact, and with the 6 joining forces, it would be difficult to resist unless they were conjunction Stage Seal King powerhouses. Kang Xiao was in control of the dawn-breaking immortal mansion. That this time, through the contact of the dawn-breaking immortal mansion, he was very clear about the strength of these 6 people, and his heart was very shocked. These 6 people were not something that he could resist at all right now. At that moment, Kang Xiao gazed at the situation and fully activated the formations in the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion and began to defend. He didn't think about attacking, because the attack power of the Dawn-breaking Immortal Mansion was only comparable to a king-grade treasure weapon, and Kang Xiao's own strength was too far behind those 6 combined Stage Seal King powerhouses, so even if he attacked with all his might, he wouldn't be able to injure the other party. Instead of doing so, it would be better to concentrate on defense. Although the attack power of the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion was no good as an Imperial-grade treasure artifact, its defensive power was almost the top of the line amongst Imperial-grade treasure artifacts. And even if Kang Xiao's strength was used to activate it, it was still able to exert a defensive power that would make the Conjunction Stage Seal King powerhouses helpless. A good Dawn-breaking Immortal Mansion. The Dawn-breaking Scattered Immortal deserves to be the #1 Scattered Immortal. However, brat, you'd better obediently hand over the Dawn-breaking Immortal Mansion. With your little bit of strength, it's simply an insult to this kind of immortal mansion. An ice-cold voice traveled into the Dawn-breaking Immortal Mansion.